Welcome everyone. I just, even though it's not that I'm supposed to, I'm going to. I see it already, but like the thing is, I like doing these videos for me and for anybody who's on their journey too. So, like, I'm only expressing what it is that I went through, that I heard from other people's story of manifesting in their reality and so on and so on. Um, I just, I'm just thankful for them, honestly. It's a big gratitude for just being alive, in every situation. And I'm here today with a message, clear as day, something you can comprehend on a spiritual level, on your spiritual eye. So thank you so much for always supporting and always listening and reacting when you can. It's not about competition, really, or just gaining many people to attract to your story. No, it's about gaining awareness of reality, honestly, and to realize that we've been the key all along. It's pretty amazing how far we lost to win. I mean, you did exactly what everybody wanted you to do. That's what made you successful, because you listen. In the, I don't know if you've seen the Avatar, not the Avatar Airbender, that one, the cartoon one, but the Netflix made a live action TV show, but it's still same thing. But in one scene, the Avatar was trying to listen to the wand, the weighing or whatever, the silence or whatever he gets his gift from, and he finally unlocked it. That's kind of like what we did in a way. We didn't do it because of, trauma trigger us. We did it because life activated us, purpose activated us. Setting goals and boundaries and following our own rules of creating life and being fulfilling and not just listening to anybody else's program. Like, you know how we was younger, we was told to do certain things, and just because other adults told us to do it. But then when it came to those same adults telling other adults what to do, they didn't listen. We did the opposite of what they didn't do, which was listen. Listening, you can have your ears open, but having an understanding and comprehending that when tools are being handed to you by the mouth through the experience, whether you look at it negative or positive, the reason why your manifestation worked like that, it's because it was a pattern that you was used to, and you made it worked out for you in your favor. Some people I saw in the arena, it was half and half. Most of us, we was misguided because we was in that stage of learning good versus evil consciousness. We learned that certain people was with us and certain people was against us. And then eventually along the line, we had to be isolated. It was our power against their bad manifestation, or you can call it bad manifestation, but in a sense, I use it as a tool, as a gateway to elevate quickly. And it wasn't quickly. Mine wasn't really overnight. I spent years in lifetime trying to get it correctly and trying to have a steady path of what it is that I know. And you're doing the same thing. You're not questioning anymore. You're just actually pursuing it. You're just actually doing it. It's like, it's a natural second nature now. But like, the reason why I'm saying it was bad in the beginning is because it came from like a low environment. That's how you saw everybody getting their manifestation, how they was getting things in life. Some people had to beg, some people had to steal, but in your sense of your program, you switched it into a healthy program. You knew how to, you know how to, you know how to guide yourself correctly without making yourself like, the downfall like they want it to be. Well, you've been through that stage. That stage was you processing what it is that you want to manifest, and it actually came true. It actually worked. But you're trying to let go of the pain that you put on yourself, the weight of the world. That's the time now. You can release that now. You won't have that feeling of feeling like you're a burden, all the negative stuff. You don't have that in your mindset anymore. It's not in your settings. It's not in your program. The program of you manifesting reality as it is to be positive in any light. There might be some darkness, it might be some death, and it might be some rebirth, it might be some conjuring, but it doesn't matter. You are realizing your energy is creating all of it through the power of what it is that you're attracting. You gotta give yourself gratitude, and you gotta give the people around you gratitude. Learn to let them go subconsciously. Learn to let go of old ways of bad teaching. Turn it into whatever it is that they taught you that was bad, manifest it into something good. Put it into action. Don't just talk about it. Don't just put something into existence through words of vibration, but actually put it into existence through, like, through your action. No matter no matter what you're doing, the first step is to just apply. Just like how you apply for a job. You are applying to God for a specific role in your life for people to see who and what exactly you are to shine. And no matter what it is, if you get rejected, that's still a foot in the door up to your manifestation, because you realize I can keep going and I can keep creating life. You're the life force of you. Like you always been. You don't owe nobody nothing. You owe yourself some peace in mind, and not to overstimulate and to work hard at getting what you want. It's gonna be automatically, as long as you have a reflection every now and then with yourself, going in internal, fixing up some things, going into the settings and reprogramming like things that you once knew that wasn't right for you. You should be good. You can walk into any space and time to be exactly who you called to be in. It's only when it's when you reject what everybody wants from you. But when you start to listen what everybody wants from you and what they could not done or what they should have done, that's when you do. That's why it worked out for you. Because you kept telling yourself subconsciously, oh, I'm not going to be like that. I see myself. Now you're saying consciously to yourself, oh, I'm going to be better than that. It's not out of an ego competition. Like, I'm racing to the end of my journey. It's more so I can show you, because this is what you're lacking. You're lacking action. But the more times you kept giving up on something, it kept attracting to you because you kept dreaming about it subconsciously when you go to sleep. And then you'll wake up every day with the urge of doing that exact same thing that you saw in your mind. Like in your mind, what it is, God, your spirit, it creates a scene in your mind. It lets you predict all these predictions, all these outcomes, and then it's like you get to edit yourself, edit a version of you saying certain words, doing certain reaction, you know, editing yourself before the big day comes, before it's on film. By the time we're in our awakening, the same thing that happened in your mind is also happening in reality. Most of us can control certain things, but not all things. And he said we're not supposed to know the unseen, but I feel that he gives people certain spirit permission to see the unseen because he needs other sets of eyes from a different point of perspective of what he should do or what she should do. Because, like, the God version of you does not punish. It's just the demons, the jinns, the satans, they was all underneath a strict program to stop you. But little did they know they were stopping themselves. So they learned to incorporate themselves into your reality. Some of them, they know you better than you knew yourself until you gain conscious and awareness of yourself that you was on a boat driving to your destiny, driving to an island of manifestation. I don't know why I'm seeing Barbie right now. When I start speaking, I can see little visions, but it's not my imagination really. I can see into others. I don't know why I just saw like a Barbie island. You know the movie Barbie, right? It's kind of like that. And I just saw a little girl or something, a blonde little girl. I don't know. Or a black, well, it was both. It was a blonde and a black girl, and then it was others starting to go on the island. Kind of like the movie, but it was just strange the way I was looking at it. And it felt like I was there. But anyway, yeah. You're learning to master your spirit, and most people can't master their spirit. Like when these jinns and satans came to you, that was like your trials and tribulations. That's their that's their that's just their motive. Like at the end of the day, I wouldn't take this really personal because what happens is when you unlock your gift and your losing season, and then you do exactly what they fear, they can't really stop you from what you are already becoming or already are to them. And now it's just like you're not in the game anymore. To them, it was playing basketball or chess. Well, it was chess to you, and basketball to them. And just hear me out how I'm trying to explain. Use your imagination. You have defense, offense, and stuff like that. And then you playing the chess, you being the white pieces, there being the dark pieces. You calculated every move that they made on the court, every decision making. You knew that there was a pathway to you, which was being you, regardless who don't like you or who don't like your vision. And what made it work for you? Honestly, to tell you the truth, you gave up. And you giving up attracted it to you. It was like the more times you kept putting into the work and kept starting over and kept restarting and starting over again and starting up, and then you finally let go, that's when everything started coming to you. This is one example for me. When I left New York, everybody started saying, "Hey, come back. Come stay with me. Come, come, just live with me. Keep going. I see you doing this. I see you doing that." And then everybody kept pointing out, "Oh, Anunnaki, all this type shit." That's another story for another day. But anyway, like all this good shit. And then all of a sudden, like I got, what, 4 or 5 jobs lined up right now. And then I can mirror that here and open up, same thing, but I need to work smarter, not harder. So that's where I'm at in my manifestation, is deciding which part of the bridge I'm going to cross back to, or, you know, I have all bridges open from all states and all worlds, but I'm just one person. How can I be everywhere all at once at the same time, like in my mind? And that's my biggest manifestation, being exactly where I see myself all at once at the same time. And I'm like, I done it a little bit, but it's hard to explain how I did that. That's a deeper discussion, because that for you have to go on my TikTok. I teach about how to use your spirit, your soul. So, not in a dark way, but like, it's both. It's dark and light. It's just, yeah. Anyway, so I was like, that's another sign too that I need to work on as well. Because one, my ego thinks I can do it. My ego thinks my spirit can do it. It already does it in the mind. So why not move the body the same way in the mind? And I was like, I was trying to tell my ego, look, you're going to have to pitch in too. You're going to have to clock in as well if you want to see this happening. The spirit can't just do all of it all at once. But then it was like, yeah, I can. We done it before. So I'm like, everything is already written in the stars. No matter like how many times like you give up, how many times you start all over. Eventually, you're gonna find yourself in the center. That is your maze. That is your matrix. Your new matrix, but it's still a matrix. But anyway, you just have to stop programming yourself, telling yourself when you're gonna do this, how you're gonna do this. Just see yourself doing it in your mind. Don't ask questions of what time am I supposed to do this? What time am I supposed to dress like that? What time am I supposed to meet this person? I had to stop doing that. I used to do that in the beginning of my years of my awakening. Like when I was like 12, maybe, like 12, 13 years old. That's when I was lacking discernment and I was lacking disobedience. I just knew I had to give. I couldn't really use it. It wasn't until after 17 and 24 I got the hang of it. I was like, oh, let me press this button. I'm like, okay. But anywho, just find joy in everything you do that you create. Just know that your downfall of what you're like, this little setback or whatever, look at it as a vacation. And look at the things you already accomplished and keep going. And then vacation while you work. And don't overwork yourself, because by the time you actually get there, you're gonna be like, ugh, I'm exhausted now. So don't do that.